At the Titans on G2 Esports, a team that looks like they can't be beat right now in North America. But let's see if Daniel and the crew can make it happen.
Oh, we've seen it time and time again. A team making that lower bracket run has all the momentum, and Reddle scores 8 seconds in. It's an opening flourish out of SSG.
Immediately on top of the ball. Good read on the clear from Arsenal, and Reddles with the follow-up.
And Reddles has a lot of time to play this. A little less time now with Atomic bearing down on him. Chicago shot as Daniel got caught on the ramp. Ties the game.
Yeah, Daniel was already low on boost here, and then you can see trying to play that sidewall, turns in just as awkward as the shot from Chicago comes through.
Side first. Daniel will cut on this, but Chicago's got it. Now with 40 seconds left, bank off the ceiling, sent away by Atomic. Reddles is waiting and he scores!
Oh, that's Slot Gang Slater right there. You give him a look and he's putting it in the top left corner. A tough clear for Atomic, but not the best one for G2 because Reddles placed that perfect.
Follow it up by handing the ball right back over. Arsenal has to improvise after the initial miss. Chicago got it to Jnaps, and we're tied back up again.
Oh, it just doesn't stop. G2 come back so quickly. You think that nothing happened. Look at this read from Jnaps. Daniel in a tough spot, and just like that, he has to go up because he knows what's going to happen.
Oh, he gave it away to Daniel, looking for Arsenal, and Chicago got back again. They're all just packed in like sardines in front of the G2 net. Reddles, Daniel for the win, baby! 4 seconds to go. Daniel strikes.
This is beautiful. 50 out, Reddles sharing the ball, the quick pass, the quick shot from Daniel, and SSG take the lead. 4 seconds left, but we've seen G2 score in this time.
It has been a fast and furious final minute. G2 out of time, they fake it. Chicago doesn't quite get there. Atomic to lob it up for him. Chicago does have full boost. Down to Jnaps to tie it. Incredible!
I can't believe it. Even though I knew they could do it, they still pull it off. Look at this touch from Chicago. Sets the net up open, and of course, you give Jnaps a free shot.
First in the world. Atomic with Chicago waiting. Atomic over 2. Chicago didn't get the shot. Jnaps will follow, and G2 comes all the way back to take game 1.
They're so threatening. Atomic, first you watch the double. Then wait, where's Chicago gonna put the ball? That's when Daniel jumped thinking it was going left corner. And of course, Jnaps always gonna place it perfectly. And G2 fight back to take game 1.
Wow.
Good read and a good cut. Again, slowing down G2 on the offensive press is huge. Again, Atomic hasn't had a shot on this game. Daniel will take 1 and he'll score. Finally, SSG get a point.
Daniel's been waiting for his chance in this game, and finally Jnaps let one get away. Chicago couldn't. Wild final minute. Reddles nearly on target. Chicago didn't get there. Daniel scores off the big booming clear from Reddles.
Look at this clear. No one was expecting it. Of course, tough read out from Chicago. Daniel there with a clean follow-up. And again,
2 in game 2, and it's going to be a 1-all series unless that goes in. It does not, and SSG does tie it up.
Well done for SSG. A shutout on G2. And I think a lot of people were still expecting. This was the first time G2's been shut out this entire tournament, and Atomic and Chicago only had 2 apiece, but they get 1 off an own goal there, so yeah.
You know, look, I know Arsenal has got some really good passes in this tournament. That's not one that was intended for him. Chicago in the air, and Arsenal looking for Daniel, who's looking for Reddles, looking for the goal, and he scores!
Oh man, if Reddles keeps getting looks like that, G2 might be in trouble. Look at this beautiful lob up there for from Daniel to Reddles, and Reddles top left
over from Reddles. Daniel's gonna loop around, but Atomic's hit the clear right at Slater. Reddles indirect for himself and the lead.
Oh, it was dangerous. As soon as no one challenged him off the touch from the ceiling, I knew he was going to place this well. Solid shot. Reddles has been shooting so good for SSG as he picks up.
So for Chicago coming on, and there's the demo on Atomic. So the last man taken out. There's the respawn, and Jnaps with the save after the demo on Arsenal. Reddles still comes up though, and he's got the hat trick.
Slater the shooter, my goodness. 3 for 3 now on the shot positions. Look at this. Same placement as last time. He has...
Watching this one, there's little he can do about it. Atomic can't get one in front. SSG takes control of the series, and now we do wait to see if Daz is right, and G2 takes a timeout.
Again, scoring drought here for buy the team some time to rotate.
7 goals between the two teams in game 1. And JNaps goes in behind Arsenal to get G2's first goal in what feels like forever.
It's been a while since JNaps has had a free shot like that. And I mean, what placement? Even Arsenal knew it was coming, but Arsenal couldn't.
Trick in game 1. And now Naps looking to set up Atomic, who's yet to score. Oh, he took the shot himself, and he caught SSG by surprise.
JNaps is feeling it, and guess what? If he starts to get warmed up, that's a big problem for SSG. Even had Reynolds in his face to put the pressure on. G2 stood tall, and they are going to come away with this game 4.
2 apiece. It'll turn this first best of 7 effectively into a best of 3 for the Verizon Ultra Cup. G2, remember, having that...
Reynolds with a misread, and you see Chicago bearing down, still trying to look for a bump on Daniel. Now Chicago turns and takes the shot! He's doing it all! Chicago strikes for G2!
I don't know how he got to this. Daniel looks like he has it all lined up. Chicago beats him to the punch. And Reynolds.
I thought Daniel was going to go through the entire defense on that play. Looked likely as he got it past one. Daniel though with the finish, and he will! Off the assist from Arsenal, Daniel strikes.
Off the assist too from JNaps. He's trying to play that maybe up into the ceiling. Instead it goes back, waterfall right down in front. Game 5.
Still that battle continues on in the air, and Chicago again with the read. Pushing that one in, picked out the SSG attack.
As closely matched as these two teams are, you can't afford to give up one like this. That one's going to stick.
Play out, Reynolds speed test against Chicago, and it's just going to be a 50. And did Arsenal get caught out? He did! JNaps strikes, G2 a 2-goal lead.
SSG is giving up a couple of cheapies here, one to Chicago, one to JNaps. And this one hurts even more with 44 seconds left. Another one dumped in. G2 is going to go on tournament point here with a great victory over SSG.
Now the question is, G2 close it out? Because right now, I mean, they just look like you had the double commit come out. Everybody thought Arsenal was putting the shot on. He gets it past 1, gets it past 2. Reynolds, bang! SSG start off game 6 with the lead.
Arsenal also yet to score, by the way, in this series. But he's got one banger of it in what G2 really has planned. Chicago got a demo way behind the play. Daniel's already back in and looking to challenge JNaps. That doesn't work out. The demo's there, and Chicago ties it.
Oh, that's a 1-2-2 to lose special stacks. Look at this. JNaps with control. Pass out. Reynolds, see you later. Chicago slots it in to tie.
He has been incredible. He's got 6 in this series now. As another's played across, and Atomic can't get there in time. Daniel gives SSG the lead again.
Look at this. Solid 50. And Daniel, no boost, has to place this and does perfectly to give SSG the lead up, and Daniel will try to get there first. No time on the clock. It will get one last bounce though, and we'll see if G2 can make this drive all the way upfield. Arsenal will cut things out, and Atomic will try to play that in space, but Reynolds will score just one more, giving Atomic the playmaker, or I'm sorry, Arsenal the playmaker, as we are game 7 bound.
It was a good pass from Atomic.
Yeah, that's true. that's true.
The second 0-second goal of this series, this one meaning a little bit less than the strike from JNaps all the way back and slowed down G2. What an effort. And now it's Daniel. Got a flip reset. Used it and scored!
Look at him go! You can't give Daniel that space. He realized the last shot was too high. Let's take it low. Popped up, and the defense couldn't stop him.
Is far from done here. Arsenal gonna pop one up for Reynolds. Indirect, needed one more, got it. Arsenal makes it 2-0 with his Daz first goal of the final.
Look at this from Reynolds. The control, follow-up. He's shown that he can read the ball well off the ceiling, and G2, I guess they must have forgot. Reminder there from Arsenal. 2-goal lead, Spacestation Gaming controlling this game 7.
And another huge momentum swing. 2 goals. Make it 3 goals in the span of 20 seconds.
You almost wish they could slow things down mid-game, but they can't. SSG keep going. Everybody getting a goal here as Reynolds slot top
around Chicago. Atomic with JNAPS coming in with a lot more momentum. JNAPS probably should have taken this, and Arsenal will pick him.
And you can hear what SSG are saying right now. They want to reset the bracket. Good pick from Daniel. Arsenal just pick it up to make sure G2 don't get back in time.
Doing all he can, desperately trying to get some offense going for the G2 army. There is none to be found. It is all Arsenal. It is all SSG.
They are picking them apart, Stacks. Even with JNAPS trying to get control. Chicago trying to help out. SSG don't care. Arsenal forcing the issue. And
if what you're watching on your screen is obscene content in your area, but it is as one-sided as it gets.
Boy.
And Reynolds gonna add another. They can do no wrong.
End the game. It's over. Arsenal, I mean, Reynolds with that clear out, they've been picking the pockets here of G2 time and time.
Plays one across inside 30 seconds. How about this performance out of Spacestation Gaming? All 3 members, absolutely incredible. Daniel will walk another one home. That's going to be his 7th goal of the final, and there's plenty more to come for the youngster in SSG.
Yeah, you're right. They're putting on G2 Esports 7-0 as the clock ticks down. The ball, well, that's not going to hit the ground just yet. There you go. It'll hit the ground. And a bracket reset from SSG. Go with a solid read. Can he get this follow-up touch? He can't. Arsenal, free shot. No. Reynolds, finish. He will. SSG pepper the net and strike first.
SSG took about 5 shots here, and G2 didn't even touch the ball. Everything off the post, off the crossbar, and finally, Reynolds.
To look at all this time we've taken. Has G2 figured it out? They drop it down. JNAPS tries, and it's an own goal again. JNAPS will get credit, but it's off Arsenal.
Yeah, Chicago does a nice job of at least getting this in position for JNAPS. It is not really on, but Arsenal has to at least try. G2 has to reset.
This has been a series where blows have been traded and people have been caught out just like that. JNAPS catches Daniel in a poor spot.
JNAPS doing all he can to get G2 across the finish line. Came in with Field. It's a different story now as Arsenal can't get it to go. Daniel can't either. Oh, it hits everybody, and Arsenal will get credit for accidentally bonking this one in.
I mean, this one is just... Thankfully, SSG
Look at what I found.
But you can see it.
7. Even when SSG fell down 3-2, they decided to ride it out. G2 didn't take one going into game 7. We might see one during this series. Daniel breaks the 2-all tie off a fantastic feed from Arsenal.
Oh, it's such a good pass. It's so solid. Could you see JNAPS
chasing him downfield as well, but he at least got this ball out of the danger spot. Now Reynolds all the way across. Atomic can read this. And it's an opportunity for G2 with no time on the clock. They'll be without JNAPS, and Chicago's not in a scoring position. He was trying to run interference. Daniel will down it, and SSG take game 1.
Game 1 going to Space Station off of just a nice link-up pass play. Arsenal
in that first game, which feels like forever ago. And now the mental reset has to come through now for G2, with Chicago getting them started, and he got it to go.
There you go. Chicago taking matters into his own hands, goes off the ceiling, gets the touch, got bumped, and said, hey, I still got enough boost to make a play on this. Good play by...
Faked out Reynolds. He may not score, but it doesn't matter. Atomic has closed it out for G2 as long as Chicago downs it, and he does.
1-goal game there for G2. SSG definitely with some or it seems like SSG kind of slowed down there once they got the game 1.
Oh, Chicago got the shot away, and I think this went in off of Arsenal.
This is
This
not...
is 3 own goals out of T-Shock. Are you kidding? Oh, it's Daniel this time.
That's Daniel.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes it better for you, but...
Bouncer in front. Got the bump on Chicago, but the ball came with him. No time on the clock, and G2 has control of the series.
Big win there for G2, especially with seeing how much pressure SSG put on towards the end.
Maybe they shouldn't. Arsenal's given this one away to JNaps. This has happened a lot. Chicago up ahead. It's on target as Atomic was ready to screen Reynolds off the play.
Every time, it's Chicago the one that sees an opportunity to strike. And Reynolds on his way back, but nah.
When he made the play.
Chicago dishes a shot out quickly, but Reynolds will get there back in time. Another shot from Atomic. No one home. G2 up by 2.
That is Atomic's first goal between both Grand Finals series. But now, this time, it looks a lot more promising. It's about to be, unless Reynolds has something to say about it, with 5 seconds left. G2, as great as they've been defensively, Daz, they've opened the door a little bit.
And G2's been just, honestly, a defensive monster in this bracket reset. Now they have to stop SSG from doing what G2 did to them in game 1. Can we see a 5-second kickoff play? Dale has a free ball, but you see the backflip. And now here we go. The length of the field. Tries for the pass. Atomic denies it. And G2 put this on tournament point.
Our statistician in the back, Direct, was starting to type.
At times, this G2 roster has shown time and time again, yeah, you may be able to get away with taking a series off of us, but you won't get 2 as JNF slots it in to start us off.
As bad a start as you can have here for Spacestation Gaming, right in behind Arsenal. JNap's lucky break. They got to make the most of it because they won't get many more. Reynolds high through the air. Chicago stopped him. Daniel around Atomic, and SSG finally get the big goal they need.
And then we were wondering, when do they start to finally fight back? This one goes straight down. Reynolds immediately looks at Atomic, forcing him high. Daniel so...
And now who's going to get to this? Daniel missed initially, but quickly off the wall to recover. Reynolds lining up a double. No. Daniel coming on, and he slots it through.
Oh, man, just when you think Reynolds, oh, he doesn't have the double, who's going to follow it up? Daniel in the right spot at the right time. And, of course, it's Atomic in net again, who has to
give a shot out of JNAP, but it's the wrong net. And Arsenal almost got this ball through. This is just a mess right now defensively, and Reynolds will score from the tough angle.
This is not good signs here for G2. You see them bunched up again in that corner. Reynolds finally puts matters into his own hands. Good read off a roller.
And G2 hangs around in this potential closeout game until now. Arsenal bounces one through, and Reynolds will get credit for the playmaker.
Look at this. Arsenal jumped off the ceiling, and JNap thought he had a 50 there. Not a chance. As boy, oh...
Reynolds right at JNaps. JNap's not able to move downfield nearly as quickly as he'd like. Daniel intercepts there. It's a freebie for Arsenal, and he scores.
Yeah, SSG lighting up the scoreboard now, and G2 look uncomfortable. You see JNaps, he's looking for that pass to Atomic, but Daniel's so quick to cut it out. And then the whole defense kind of falls apart from there. Arsenal with 2 straight if they want to take this. Keep in mind, I don't think G2's no slouches. They're not going to fall over so easily. Chicago puts that one in just to prove the point a little bit more, as again, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, scoring a goal here, though, just kind of feels like applying a ban. Neo Tokyo again. SSG with its back against the wall comes out fighting, and they fend off G2 for 5 minutes. Can they do it again? You'll only have to stay tuned and find out. SSG are not up 5-0 yet. Arsenal now against JNaps. Daniel in the air as well, but Arsenal's going to call his own number, and he scores!
This T-Shocker going crazy. You see this one again, gets that dodge, follows it up, no boost, but he doesn't need any to dunk JNaps.
Got other plans, but Daniel respawns, and he saves him again.
What a save from Daniel off the respawn, but that's gonna pinch in! JNaps with the challenge, showing that G2 aren't done yet.
JNaps unassisted as he picks Reynolds' pocket clean, and Arsenal could not in their own half. And Daniel, he's been a little hesitant here in this overtime. sometimes for good reason. It's in front, and JNAP secures it. G2 takes the Verizon Ultra Cup.
It comes down to this. The backboard read, Reynolds under pressure, and he can't connect with the ball. It's a simple follow-up. JNAPS ends it. G2 win the Verizon Cup.
5 goals for JNAPS in this best of 7 to go with the 6 he scored in the first. You talk about an MVP effort for the grand final series. He was oh so quiet coming in, averaged about half a goal a game, while his teammates like Chicago were up over 1. Atomic came in,